Hi there YouTube friends, welcome back to Auntie A's Kitchen, and in today's video I'm going to show you how easy it is to make New York style bagels at home, and we're going to be making 6 different flavors as you can see on the screen. These have a wonderful shiny crust, they're chewy inside, and if you stick around to the end of the video I'm going to show you the difference between a few hours and an overnight proofing so you can choose what's best for you. So let's get started. Into a large bowl, measure out your flour, then to this you're going to add your yeast, salt and sugar. Then give everything a really good mix before then adding your warm water. A quick tip for you, to stop your mixing bowl from moving around, place a damp tea towel underneath, and you'll see in the video, I like to add the water in 2 stages. I'll add most of it to begin with, and then with the handle of a wooden spoon, I'll give this a good mix before then adding the remainder of the water. Then as your dough starts to come together, you're going to want to empty this out onto your clean surface. Now if you have a KitchenAid and want to use the mixer to do all of the hard work, feel free to use it, but for me personally, I'm only making a small batch and I find it relaxing kneading the dough. It's a slightly sticky dough, but you shouldn't need to add any extra flour, although I do like to keep a little bit of flour on the side. I'll show you 2 kneading techniques. I'll start by folding the sides into the middle and then kneading, and then after about 5 minutes, I'll switch to kneading with both hands, a pushing and a rolling technique. After 10 minutes of kneading, you should have a nice soft dough that springs back when you press it. Then place this into an oiled bowl, cover it, and let it rise for about an hour or until it's doubled in size. You can make any flavour of bagel that you'd like. As you've seen in today's thumbnail, I'm going to show you 6 of my favourite, and I'm going to start by prepping the blueberries by adding a little bit of flour. This is just going to help to absorb some of the moisture from the blueberries. After about an hour and your dough is doubled in size, divide your dough into your 6 bagels. Obviously if you'd like slightly bigger, then divide into 5. I like to measure out the dough as a whole, and then I'll just roughly divide these up. For the first 3 bagels, you just need to roll them up, and as you'll see in the video, I'll fold the sides into the middle, then turn these over, and with my hand cupped over the ball, gently apply some pressure and finish rolling. Then I'll place these to the side. You don't need any flour on your counter, but I like to have just a little bit for my hands. For the next bagel, we're going to add some dried onion bits. You could also use onion flakes that I've already lightly roasted in a pan, making sure then to spread these out in the dough before then rolling up into a ball just as we did previously. Our next bagel flavour is controversial, and I was first introduced to this when I lived in South Korea, and it happens to be one of my favourite flavours now. So let me know in the comments below if you like eating a cinnamon and raisin bagel too. After you've spread out the raisins, you're then going to add the cinnamon, and as we did with the other bagels, fold in the sides, and you're going to keep doing this until the cinnamon is well incorporated. It will change the colour a little, then form it into a ball and set it aside. For a final blueberry bagel, just add your mashed up blueberries into the dough. You might need to sprinkle a little more flour to soak up the moisture, then just roll these up as we did with the others, and then you're going to cover them and let them rest for about 10 minutes. Once your dough's had a little bit of time to rest, we're on to my favourite part, and that's making the bagels and rolling them out. And as I showed you at the beginning, you can just place your thumbs in the middle and then make a hole, and this is going to give you a very even sized shaped bagel. But I prefer to roll out with both of my hands, and then you'll see me wrap the dough around my hand, overlap the ends by about an inch, and then I'll roll this on the counter to form the bagel. And I actually prefer this style of bagel because it reminds me of a New York bagel where one side is going to end up slightly thicker than the other. And a quick tip, you want to make sure that the bagel hole is a little bit larger than you need because it's going to continue to expand as it proofs and cooks. Then place each of your prepared bagels onto a cut-out piece of baking paper, and then you're going to cover them with a damp cloth while you then heat up your water ready to boil them. Now we're going to cook these bagels straight away, but for the best bagels, leave them covered in your fridge overnight, and I'm going to show you this method at the end of the video. So into a large pan, bring some water to a boil, adding a teaspoon of baking soda, which is not only going to give your bagel the perfect look, but it's also going to help it to be more chewy. Traditionally, malt barley is also added. I don't have any, so I don't use it, but if you've got some, I recommend adding some because this will add to the flavour. Place your plain bagels into the water first, making sure not to overcrowd the pan, and a sign of a good proof is that they'll float. Then just give them about 1 minute on each side before turning them, and if you'd like them extra chewy, then leave them in the water a little longer. Then drain them well and place them onto your baking tray. So if you haven't already, beat up an egg, and we're going to then egg wash all of the bagels to help give them that lovely golden colour in the oven. Then the final thing to do is to add any of your seasonings on top. So for us today, we're going to cover 1 in sesame seeds, 1 in poppy seeds, and then finally everything but the bagel seasoning. And I just recently posted this recipe on the channel, and I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like it. Then place your bagels into a hot oven 200°C for about 25 minutes or until they're golden in colour. Once out of the oven, just let them cool a little bit before eating. I think a bagel is best eaten when it's fresh and warm out of the oven, but if you want to eat them the next day, then just cut them in half and then pop them in your toaster to warm up. Alternatively, throw them into a Ziploc bag and put them into your freezer and save them for a rainy day. These bagels are so delicious if you want to eat and make them in the same day, but if you can wait and let them have an overnight proof as these ones have had in the fridge, they're going to taste even better. So when I make bagels, I'll normally make them the night before and then put them in the refrigerator overnight, and then the next morning is all I have to do is boil them and then cook them in the oven so that they're nice and fresh for breakfast. You know it's a great bagel when they haven't split during the cooking process because they've had time to rise and the outside crust is dark and it has that blistered look, and then when you cut them open, inside they are nice and chewy. So all that's left to do is for me to enjoy my favourite cinnamon raisin bagel with some butter. Thanks for watching as always, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing for more simple and delicious recipes.